If you work in an office setting sitting all day long, one of the best things you can get for your own health is a standing desk. Unfortunately, standing desks are extremely expensive, they often don't have drawers, and if you work in an office setting, you may not be allowed to bring one in. That is where a standing desk converter comes in. Today we're going to look at the Varidesk Pro Plus 36 standing desk converter, which is much too long a name, so I promise to keep the review short, sweet, and to the point. If you haven't seen it already, check out my channel for the full assembly video, but for all intents and purposes, it's a pretty easy process. It comes practically fully assembled. The main unit is already all put together. Mostly what you'll do is dig it out of the box, which is the longest part of anything, and then attach the optional keyboard tray. And that's as simple as 2 thumb screws on each side that turn to tighten it in place, and then it pushes forward or pulls out, essentially. Now, as you can see, this particular Varidesk converter takes up quite a bit of space. I have a fair-sized desk, and the keyboard tray actually peeks over the edge. That's something you might want to keep in mind. They do come in several different sizes, and there is a smaller option available if your desk is compact. If you have a great big desk, though, this might be the one for you. The material itself is sort of a plastic matted feel. It isn't bad, but it doesn't necessarily say extreme quality or anything. It's something that gets the job done. As far as the standing experience goes, it's quite nice. This is an electric converter, so you don't have to worry about cranking or anything. You get an up and a down button. Now, I will say the up and down motion is kind of slow. Let's check it out. It is, however, pretty quiet. You won't bother anyone nearby if you use this all day long, although I can't imagine you'd go up and down frequently anyways. And at this height, I think it's about perfect. I'm about 5'10", and the keyboard tray is now exactly where I'd want it to be, if not a little high. I could actually do it with it being just a smidgen lower, since you don't want to lift your arms too high, but you also don't want to be too low either. I have a 15-inch laptop, and to be honest, it's just a little low, even at its max height. You could easily fix that by putting your laptop on something, or using a proper monitor, which would automatically be higher by its own nature. Now, if you're on a desktop PC, you do have to keep in mind that the higher you go, the farther you're going to stretch your cables. If you typically keep your PC on the ground, first, stop. That's terrible for your PC. But second, you're going to want to lift it up to at least your regular desk level so you're not stretching your cables too far. There's not really enough room on here to probably have your PC and your monitor and something else. If you have a smaller PC, you can probably get away with it. If I have any complaints so far, it would be that there's only an up and down button. On my regular standing desk, I not only have up and down, but I have 4 presets to save particular heights that I want to use. That's pretty convenient because I can save my sitting position, and then I can save my standing mat position, I can save my balance board position, and then I can save my just straight on the ground position. And I do go back and forth between those 4 different settings all the time. That's the whole point of a standing desk, is to get something more comfortable so that you're kind of moving around throughout the day and not just sitting or standing in one position. There's a reason it's called a sit-stand desk. You want to move between the two, not too much of one or the other. My other main complaint is that there's not a great way to feed your cables from the front of the standing desk to the back. As you can see, I've tried to take this keyboard cable and carefully wire it around the inner legs because they pinch together as the whole unit collapses down in order to get to a flat. And there's some concern that you could end up pinching the cables themselves. There is already cabling back there, and this is for power and such. One of the better things about this unit is that the power cable itself is disconnectable, but it has a latch to it that will prevent it from being pulled out by accident. Overall, the unit isn't extremely heavy, but don't plan on storing it anywhere because you can't collapse it down much more than taking the keyboard tray off, and it still takes up a lot of space in that case. You'll want to leave this on your desk at all times, so make sure you pick something that fits the desk well. As for the cost, it's this much of that much of the other. At $425, although there are frequent sales, I wouldn't call this cheap. However, a full standing desk is $900 or more. And again, if you're in an office setting that won't let you bring your own desk in, you're out of luck anyways. I'd say for what you get, the cost seems about right. Most of the unit is metal, especially the legs, which is the part you really want to be sturdy. And the motor itself works fine. It's fairly quiet. It's slow but fast enough. It gets the job done. And in the end, you get to keep your existing desk and you get the benefits of a sit-stand desk. Could it be cheaper? Yeah, maybe, but it's not exorbitant either. If you're thinking about getting a standing desk and you're just not sure if you actually would use it, this is a pretty good option. It does the job well enough and lets you keep your existing desk as is, which is kind of a benefit. A lot of standing desks don't have drawers like a traditional desk does. And if in the long run you discover you don't actually use a standing desk to stand, you can get rid of this. And you won't have spent as much money as some standing desks are. Now, to be fair, Varidesk does sell a $360 full standing desk. And if you're dead set on getting one, maybe that's the route you should go. However, if you do work at an office setting that won't let you just bring in a desk of your choosing, this is a nice option that will let you use the existing desk in your office without breaking rules necessarily. Check with your boss just to be sure. At $425, it is a bit expensive. Definitely watch for it to be on sale. I've seen it as low as $360, which matches some of Varidesk's smaller desk size. The 26-inch model comes to mind. On the other hand, it's much cheaper than their large desks, which are often somewhere around $1,000. I'll leave links down below to this product. You can buy it directly from Varidesk, and I don't have an affiliate link to that, or from Amazon, where I do have an affiliate link. Which one you use is up to you. It doesn't hurt me either way. And if you enjoyed this review, feel free to give me a like and subscribe. I'll be releasing more reviews soon, including a traditional standing desk from Varidesk and a firewall from the Firewall company. Hey, till next time.